Hi, grade twos. In today's language arts lesson, you are going to be sharing your thoughts and feelings about going back to school using pictures and words. But before we get started, we're going to read this story called First Day Jitters. I know it's not the first day of school, but it's a really good book that has a lot of those feelings about going back to school. Feel free to listen to any of the other stories on the Google Slides as well before you get started. So let's read First Day Jitters by Julie Danneberg, illustrated by Judy Love. Sarah, dear, time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom door. Way, you don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you? I'm not going, said Sarah, and pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. Oh, she does not want to go. Look at the cat. Doesn't look like the cat is a fan of the dog. No, I'm not. I don't want to start over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said. She tunneled down to the end of her bed. Oh, she is not interested in going to school, is she? Nope. How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never been there before. Don't worry, you liked your other school and you'll like this one. Besides, just think of all the new friends you'll meet. That's just it. I don't know anybody and it'll be hard and I just hate it, that's all. What will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming. Oh boy, that dog looks scary. The police are out looking for her. They will think that I am lucky and they wish that they were at home in bed like me, Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. Uh-oh, he's getting mad. Sarah tumbled out of bed. She stumbled into the bathroom and fumbled into her clothes. My head hurts, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. Oh, he looks happy. Here you go. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy. They drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. Oh, she must be very nervous to go. That's kind of how I felt when I first started teaching, too. Or when I started teaching and when I would have first days of school. Always nervous. And then they were there. I feel sick, said Sarah weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. You see the principal? Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on. I'll show you where to go. I like how the dog came with them. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone is nervous the first day, she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. That's right. I'm always nervous. Even as a teacher, I'm always nervous on the first day. I get those butterflies. When they got to the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. All of them there. Hey, that's the American flag. Probably wouldn't have that in our classrooms because we live in Canada. That's right. The class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. Class, class, attention, please, said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet. Ooh, look at their faces. They're so curious. Your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. Oh, it was a teacher all along. See, I told you teachers get nervous for the first day of school. And that is first day jitters. I hope you enjoyed the story. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about going back to school.